Well, hello everyone. If you're watching it right now, this video is recorded, but I'm really recording it live. In just a few minutes, everyone's going to come on. And this whole video is answering questions about how to keep your house clean and decluttered, doing my version of the Flylady system. As a Flylady myself, I was one of the Flyladies that worked for Flylady Premium and have gone out on my own. So this is the way I'm going to answer questions. It's kind of an evolved Flylady system, my own version of it, but it's basically Flylady. So hello everyone and welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please do so by checking the subscribe box, of course, and the little bell to get notifications. I do go live every morning, giving you exactly what to do every single day that day. Every morning on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, however, it's a little later in the day, more like noon Eastern Standard Time. So let me pop on and let's get going. Hello, Yasmin and Lisa, Candace and Tressa, Patricia and Lisa. Oh, Lisa's saying hey again. Amy and Jillian, Shauna and Becca, Dixie Cap and Ashley, Jean and Allison, Laura and Dickie, CK and Karen, thanks Karen, Judy, whoopsie, Judy's here with Weight Watch Your Lifestyle, and Becky, Marty Watson, my sister, Michelle, Mrs. Melissa. Melissa's here. Hi, Melissa. Linda, Diane, and Mr. B, of course. Rita Duncan and Cottage Keeper. I can't remember your name. I'm sorry. Sharon Witham. Is that a new Sharon? I hope so. If not, welcome back. Kay Mack is here from Oklahoma. Nicole and Carol and Nisha. Nisha, are you new? I don't remember your name. Jacqueline. Hi, Olivia. Cottage Keeper Karen, thank you. Let's see. Okay, let me change glasses so I won't be looking down my nose or up my nose or whatever that is. We have to wear the right glasses. Okay. So I'm open for business. Who has a question? I'm tired. I've been mentoring. My clients have signed up. We have 15 people who signed up to do tier 2 on Patreon. I'm so excited to have them. Unfortunately, when I had everybody sign up, I announced it late in the month. And so I only had a couple of days to get everyone done. So it's been kind of rushed. But some of you are on here and I'm so happy to have you. And I want to welcome all of you. I'm going to say everyone's name once more who joined the Tier 2 on Patreon. Tier 2 is the opportunity to be mentored once a month by me for 25 minutes and get access to the over 600 videos that we already have and a weekly a video every day, 5 days a week. New, specific, no advertisements. So that's what it is. We have Tracy Allen, Halima Abdullah, Aaron Standifer, Kathy Bernal, Candace Van Dahl, Tina Ott, Liz Gottfried, Jameis Toyer, Becca Anderson, Moira O'Connor, Cheyenne Smith, Nancy Hatfield, Lana Rasmussen, Deanna Rowe, and Lily O'Malley. And those are my new patrons, and I'm so excited to have you either upgrade to that level or sign up as new. So that's who all is new. I'm so excited. And next month will be a lot easier. We'll probably get more new people. However, I'll be able to spread them out over 30 days. My hardest days are Wednesdays and Thursdays when I do about 24 mentees. Those are my mentees that only have those days, and I mentor them for 3 months straight. And they get four times a month, basically one a week. So anyway, how's everybody? Did you do your morning routine? I'm gonna have a sip of this. Did you do your morning routine? Put your questions in caps or in super chat, and Miss Cat will answer them for you. That's Mr. B. Becky said, what is the best way to deal with a 4-year-old who is emotionally attached to everything? It's hard to even discard outgrown clothing because she has a memory associated with everything. Yikes, doesn't that sound like us? Doesn't that sound like all of us who don't want to get rid of things? Oh, I bought this, I wore it to my prom, whatever. The best way to deal with a 4-year-old is don't let her know. And she won't know. She won't miss things. So what you do, like for toys, for example, is you pick the things. Oh, I got another one, Nicole. Nicole Barnes just signed up for the video for a Patreon for $25. Welcome, Nicole. Nicole, I won't have time to mentor you this month, unfortunately. I hope you don't get charged again next month. If you do, I'll mentor you twice next month. Okay, where was I? Oh, the 4-year-old or little kids. You take their toys when they're taking a nap that you know they're not playing with, the things in the bottom, the things in the back, the things that they're stepping on, and you put them in a opaque container of some sort in the garage, somewhere they can't find. And they will have so much more fun playing with their toys because there's more space. For clothing, honestly, unless it's just 1 or 2 little pieces that they just love, get rid of the things that they're outgrown as they outgrow them. Get them used to that idea. The cool thing about the toys is you can recycle them back in and they're like brand new toys. So let's say she says, Mom, where's my, pick something, Barbie doll. Where's my Barbie doll? Oh, honey, I don't know. I'll find it for you when you're taking a nap. Go out into the garage, open the thing, get your Barbie doll out, put something else back in it. Oh, I found your Barbie doll. Oh, good. Okay. So after, a month, when she starts not playing as much with her toys, some of her toys, then you take 2 of those, 3 of those away, go to the garage and get 2 or 3 things out you think she might enjoy and just slip them back into her toys. And she'll be excited. So little kids don't run the show. Mommies run the show, and you're sensitive to them. You're not cruel to them, but you don't let them dictate everything or your house will be run by a 4-year-old, and that's never good. You're going to be compassionate and you're going to be kind, but you're going to be firm. And sometimes you have to say, if it's clothing, honey, that doesn't fit you anymore. That's a baby outfit. And you know what? Let's give it to a baby or whatever. If it's clothes or toys even, honey, you never play with this toy. Or, Mommy, where's my toy? Where did my toy go? My XYZ, I'll find it for you. But then you get it out and she never plays with it. And you could say, why are you playing with it? Why did you want that toy? You're not playing with it. Some other child would really love to play with it. So that's my suggestion. Of course, you know your child's temperament better than I do, and you are her mother, not me. So you get to make the final decisions on that. Okay. Hi, Jordan. And hi, Dickie. And Candace says the paper routine done and dinner is planned. Wonderful. Candace is, pardon me. I've got to plug my phone in. It's about to go dead. That's one cool thing that we can just plug in. Okay. Candace is one of my new mentees. Okay. Good job, Candace. Nicole Barnes just joined level 2. I saw you, Nicole, but you're paying for the month of April, and I have to mentor on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Friday is May 1st, so I'm going to have to mentor you twice in May. I hope you're okay with that. Emma, would you consider making a video maybe for Patreon about what mentoring looks like, either the monthly mentoring or the $25 level, like what sort of things you do or talk about? I just talk about the Flylady system and how it applies to you. It gets personally tailored to your life. So that's what personal mentoring is about. It's still doing the same thing we're doing here, only it's dedicated to you and based on your needs. That's all it is. So I'm not going to make a video on it. I do talk about it from time to time, Emma, but I hope that helps you. Let's see. Roll Tide, Mary. Let's see. Kirti says, how to tackle ironing clothes. That's not mentioned in any of the routines. Are these part of the laundry routine? Nope. I don't iron clothes. I do own an iron and an ironing board, and occasionally I might iron something, but I don't iron clothes on a regular basis. Instead, Kirti, I wash my clothes. I don't dry them in the dryer. I might dry some of my things, like this is just a t-shirt, but I throw it in for a second to knock the wrinkles out, and then I hang it on a hanger and it's not wrinkled. If I do dry things in the dryer, I take them out immediately, shake them and hang them up, so I don't iron. So I don't really address ironing because it's not something I can relate to. If you love to iron, then think of it as a hobby and do it in the afternoon. If you don't love to iron, then readdress how you're doing, the kind of clothes you're buying, and how you handle those. When my husband wore pressed shirts, I sent them to the laundry. I didn't want to do them. So there you go. That's how I handle ironing. It's not part of a routine to me. But if you love to do it, you can do it. But don't think that it's part of the routine that I have for you. If you want to put it in your routine, fine. But it's going to put a big chink of time is going to be taken out in the middle of the day, in the morning, for example, if that's when you wanted to do your laundry. But if you can do it in your afternoon, if you enjoy it, you find it peaceful and you like doing it, then certainly put it in the afternoon, okay? All right, let's see. How long should a clutter check take? Candace says just a couple minutes. It's just a quick perusal of all the flat surfaces in your home. If you're doing one regularly, you'll be able to tell what you just looked at breakfast shouldn't look much different at lunch, but maybe there's a couple of things out of place. You want to grab those and put them away, or instruct someone to put those away very kindly. It's not a judgment, just an awareness of bad habits, okay? Let's see. I'm trying to get to the questions. I have a warning on what not to do. Was 4 to 7 at the time, I guess. She picked them up and put them in the throwaway bag. Scarred me for life. I don't know what that's about. Nicole, I wish I wouldn't have found you when my kids were little, but I'm passing along your advice to my adult kids so they can do a better job. Awesome. Talk about your weak things you struggled with, did well. How can you do better? And sometimes just life encouragement as well. Oh, that's what she's talking about on the mentoring. Thank you for putting that in, Allison. Trying to get to questions. I think is there anything else I missed up there? I think not. Let me go down this way. Give me just a minute, girls. Sorry. Laura, what are you saying? I started ironing my sheets. She did start ironing her sheets. And I turn on YouTube and Marco Polo and iron during the afternoon quiet time. And she loves it. And she thought she would just try it. And I love Laura. She's so funny. She's one of my mentees. So she does. Marty steams on the hanger if there are wrinkles. Yeah, I do that too. I do use a steamer. My grandma used to iron sheets and underwear. Hey, Moira. Glad you're here. One of my mentees. Hi, Karen. Thanks for putting your name in. I know that's you. You've told me before and I forget. If I have ironing, not often, Candace said, I do it in the front of the TV and watch a special show. Thanks. Possibly need to add in routine as I am payroll, so no free time afternoon for me. Or don't iron. Figure out how not to iron. That's the ideal thing. I worked 40-hour weeks or more. I was a manager. I worked more most of the time. For over 40 years, and I didn't iron. There was no time for that. I had more important things to do. Karen, how do you recommend dusting baseboards around the house? Do you have any tips for getting curtains clean? It's very difficult. It's very difficult to reach. Thanks so much. Karen, the baseboards, it depends. Can you get down there and just wipe them with a wet microfiber cloth? If you can't, if you have bad knees or whatever, then you would use like a mop and just mop them real quick, just with a lightly damp mop. That's a good way to do it. Or you can dust them with a feather duster if you just need to dust, which is pretty easy. Just bend over and dust. As far as curtains go, I don't know. I would recommend that you Google that. I don't wash curtains, so I don't know. I don't have curtains. My mother's curtains have just kind of been up for a long time and are clean. No one smokes and there's no animals, so I don't really know what to tell you about the curtains. But if they're washable, I'd take them down and wash them. I'd put them on some kind of a schedule and do it that often, okay? Loved iron spray starch pillowcases, Judy says. Becca, mentoring helped me to make a plan for some challenges I'm dealing with. I needed someone to encourage me to do what overwhelmed me because I get stuck in my head and make things big. So worth it. I love mentoring you, Becca. You're so fun. I do 3 clutter checks a day, Emily said, for 10 minutes, but we never seem to be able to clean up all the toys in the 10 minutes. Do I just clean it up until it's all cleaned up? No, if they're playing with their toys, they get to still play with those. That's not clutter, they're playing. But if there's clutter, in other words, things they've left out, those things get put up. Now, if your children are dumping out their whole toy box and just marching around on it, that's a different story. You need to think about how many toys they have to play with and put some away. That's my suggestion, okay? Or say, only take out 3 toys at a time. Are you through? You're gonna have to constantly monitor little children. Are you through playing with your dollhouse? Well, let's put your toys away right now and until you get something out. If you get something else out, you have to put something away. Remember our three toy rule or something like that. Let's see. Shelly. Hi, Shelly Lee. Shelly Lee. Good afternoon. Catching you live 2 days in a row. Yay me. Yay you. She's a graduate mentee. Mary said, is it okay to do weekly home blessings over several days? Absolutely. Weekly home blessing hour can be split out over 6 days if you want to. There's 6 items. You could do the bed on Saturday, dusting on Monday, glass on Tuesday, little garbage cans on Wednesday, vacuum on Thursday, and mop on Friday. I don't care, 10 minutes or less for each one of those things. You certainly can do that. Let's see. I think I got everything. Mommy is a lion. That's Moira. When I moved, I didn't take the iron, and so I haven't ironed anything in 18 months. Go you. Ashley's going to get a cup of tea. Dee says, Kat, I just want to say how healthy and good you look. Thank you. I know how taxing that can be seeing after a parent. You are doing great. Seeing after a parent. My mom's pretty easy, actually. You know, it's just the emotional part of it that's hard. Jean said, cuppa, berries, lions, which do you like? I had do not disturb on, but a call came through. I don't know why. Yay, Kat. Yay, Marty. Okay, so other questions. I love to answer your questions, and I hope sometimes you don't think I'm too firm, but I honestly believe the things I'm telling you are going to make your life better. Moira said, since I'm still clearing clutter, I've been doing what you suggested and clutter checking new things, but trying to clear something extra while I'm doing it. Good idea. It's a good idea. Just don't spend a long time, Moira. Okay? Any other questions or comments? What are you making for dinner? You can tell me that. Does everybody have their dinner planned? I know on this coast, on the East Coast, it's 4:30, so dinner should be close to being planned. Moira likes berries tea. Okay. I drink minestrone soup. Ooh, good. That sounds good, Kay. Chick-fil-A. Olivia asked, how does she keep her room clean and organized? Olivia, you have to have a home for everything you own. Olivia is her 9-year-old. Everything has to have a special place it lives, and you put it back in its place every time you're through with it. So if your doll lives in a cradle in the corner, that's where she goes. If your shoes live on the floor of your closet, put next to each other so they're friends, that's where they go. If your pajamas live in the second drawer, that's where they go. Everything has a home, Olivia, okay? So your job is to find a home for everything you love, and then you will remember it because you're very smart. Okay, let's see. Carol Wallace, have any ideas on how to clean a fireplace glass without removing them? I used to have fireplace glass and I just sprayed it with Windex and wiped it down back in the day.
Keeps calling you. You keep going round and round all the time.
No, I'm not going round and round.
Who's calling?
Somebody popped in. I don't know who it was. I have on Do Not Disturb. Bye, Larry.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
We're going round and round.
I don't know why. Let's see. Sorry for the interruption, folks. Berries tea. I like, what's Twinings is what I like. Twinings English breakfast tea. Becky said, thank you so much for the advice. You're welcome, Becky. Allison, chicken and rice casserole. One of my favorites, Allison. Pam's having cabbage rolls. Yum, Patricia. Yum, Patricia. D, husband is frying fish on the front porch along with hush puppies and sweet potato fries. Slap my mouth. That sounds so good. Kristen says, black bean burgers tonight. That sounds good. Good thing, you know, I like everything, so it all sounds good. RMDRS, sorry, I can't remember your name. When do you suggest doing the Bible reading each day for those who want to? In the afternoon? I do. If you're only going to read a verse, you can certainly do that in the morning and think about that all day long. But if you're going to sit down and study the Bible, where you're going to say, oh, I wonder what it says about that in Ephesians, and oh, I wonder what they say about Galatians, and oh, I wonder what that Old Testament reference is, and you're having fun going through the Bible, that can't happen in the morning. You don't have enough time. But if you just want to read a verse and chew on that during the day, that's perfectly fine to do in the morning, in my opinion. Now, you get to design your own life, but I'm just telling you that you can't do a Bible study in the morning and expect to get everything else done. You're going to get lost in the Bible because it's way too fun. Okay? Okay. Let's see. Oh, look at all that luscious food everyone's making. Kitchen is closed. Marty's having takeout. Moira's having chicken burgers. It's bedtime here. Oh, they already had it. Okay, that sounds good. Becca, barbecue chicken leg quarters, mac and cheese, and Brussels sprouts. I love mac and cheese with Brussels sprouts and barbecue chicken. Shelly's having garlic shrimp stir fry. Oh my goodness. You're welcome, Olivia. Allison says, watch the little kid Patreon video. It has advice just for kids. It does, and there's one for big kids. And I think she's a big kid. She's not a teenager. She's not a little kid. She's a big kid. So watch the big kid video. It's way back in the beginning. D McD, I'm going to your house for dinner. Judy's having leftover shredded pork with gravy, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Yum. Monica from Baltimore is having tortilla española Spanish frittata. I love frittata. And tortillas. I don't know what a tortilla española is, but it sounds like Spanish tortilla. It sounds good. Potato soup. Oh my goodness, I haven't had that in ages. Have you ever had vichyssoise? The cold potato soup? Oh, so good with leeks in it. I'm a good interpretation, right? I don't know what Mr. B means, but that's funny. Of course, Mr. B, Mary likes it. She's back with her cuppa. Mr. B, yes, Shelley says. What are you talking about? Okay, today we're doing Taco Tuesday night, Becky said. Pizza and salad, Lisa said. Thanks, Marty. Carrie said steaks and garlic shrimp, baked sweet potato, sauteed veggies made for my family for my birthday. Happy birthday, Carrie Joy. Jean, beef stew and gravy over noodles with salad. Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. Everybody's wishing you a birthday. I do a quick Our Daily Bread Bible app in the morning. Yeah, see, you can totally do a little thing. You just don't want to get into, and you know what I mean, because I know what you mean, because I love it. And I'll open the Bible and I'll read it and I'll say, oh, there's a reference down here to something else. Let me go see what it means there. Oh, I think I've read something else like this in another place. Let me go there. And I'm all over the Bible. And before you know it, 2 hours later, nothing got done. So I'd rather you do that kind of thing in the afternoon when you have quiet time, okay? When you have a little leftover time. This is making me very hungry, Judy said. Happy birthday, Carrie Joy from Moira. Deanna Rowe just made it here. We are having grilled chicken. Deanna's one of my new mentees. Good, that sounds good. Garlic and butter shrimp and salad. Butter and garlic shrimp and salad. That is delicious sounding, Cheyenne. Thank you. I'm having what I told you I was having yesterday, but I got confused. I was having leftovers yesterday and I forgot. But we're having pork chops, loin pork chops, leftover macaroni and cheese that I froze from 2 weeks ago when I made a ham and homemade macaroni and cheese. It was Easter. Is that 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. Time goes so fast. It was in the freezer. I thawed it out. And we're going to have green beans. It's going to be easy. Patty chicken pasta with salads and artichokes. Allison, hey, Carrie. Happy birthday, Carrie. That sounds good, Patty. Carrie said, thank you. She feels so blessed. Kat has helped me so much. I didn't want to miss her live. I'm so glad you're here on your birthday. I'm honored that you're here on your birthday. Okay, kiddos. Any more questions, comments, concerns? The reason I ask what you're having for supper is I really want people who are having challenges to get some ideas. Okay? I've been rotating toys for several months now. It works great. That's fabulous, Dixie Cap. What's your name? What's your name? I'm so embarrassed to ask you what your name is, but I just can't remember. Jessie B. Kat, God bless you for the work you do, both with Flylady and as a person. You are an inspiration to me, and that you work and take care of your mother and keep your house up with great attitude. Thanks, Jessie B. You're so sweet. Marty, when anybody says pork chops, I always think pork chops and applesauce. I know what that's from. That's from the Brady Bunch. I'm not going. We still have 5 minutes. Don't worry, 7 minutes. I'll hang in there for a little bit. Shelley Lee, happy birthday, Carrie Joy. Rita Duncan, don't feel good today, so we are only having Hawaiian sliders. That sounds good, Rita. I hope you feel better. Becky Schroeder, haha, Marty. I love the Brady Bunch. Food Nanny, Allison says. Allison loves the Food Nanny. I love the Food Nanny. She is awesome. The Food Nanny menu planner is a book, is great. It really brings in the kids, and it's just awesome. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you, Becca. Please don't forget. We have 75 people currently watching and only 24 thumbs up. Take a second to give a thumbs up so that not only will you get notified the next time more likely, but also this will get forwarded on to other people who might need it, and that's really helpful to them. So help your sisters out there. And thanks for reminding them, Becky. Nancy, hi, Nancy. She's in California. She's one of my mentees. Carrie Joy, hi, Marty, me too. Shelly at Marty, me too. My husband always says that when I make he says that when I make pork chops. I always say it too. Tina, 11:10 at night, making cinnamon loaf, had fish and veggies. I love fish, I love veg, I love cinnamon. I don't know what a cinnamon loaf is, but I think it's probably a quick bread. It sounds delicious. Karen, where should I start with decluttering? Thanks so much. Karen, you start with the zone that we're in, and you always start in the closet in that room, and you always start at the top of the closet, and you work about a laundry basket full of decluttering in about 15 minutes, and then stop and put everything away and take your throwaway, put away, and give away, and take care of those. That's what you do. And so the current zone is the living room. So if you have a closet in there, you're going to work in the closet. You're going to start on the top shelf if it's cluttered. If you don't have a closet in there or that's already tidy, then you can look on your shelves or in your side tables or under your coffee table, wherever you have storage. Because when you're decluttering the room, you're going to need some place to put it. And so that's where you're going to put it if it's worth putting. If it's worth putting, okay? That's how you start. All right, let's see. Tressa, we had hamburgers. Dickie had chicken rice and salad. See, Cheyenne said, thanks for the food naming recommendation. We'll look into it. Oh, I love that. Watch these important videos on Kat's playlist. She's put a link out there for you guys to watch some great things. Steak and broccoli for Jessie B. Meal planners 10% off for your first purchase. I do have a little meal planner that I use. Here's what it looks like. I love it. I like lots of things. If you don't want lots of things, you can always use your planner, but it's a meal planner and I love it. It's got an inventory section. It's got meal plans section, a big meal plan section. It's got gatherings, it's got notes, it's got a place, it's just awesome. So, when I write them, so for example, these are mine for this week, April 27th through May 3rd. You can see all the food that I planned, things that I needed get written down over here, and I can actually tear this off and go to the grocery store with it. So I just needed a few things and put them on Mr. B's list. I just throw this away, but it's where I write them when I write the list. So for the next 2 days, we're having Stouffer's because I'm going to be working from 8 to 5:30, 8:30 to 5, and when I get off, I'm completely and mentally exhausted. So we're having Stouffer's enchiladas with corn and bell peppers cooked in the corn, and then we're having a Stouffer's meatloaf with rice and carrots the next day. So I will have to make the corn and chip up some bell pepper in it, and I will have to make some rice and carrots, but the carrots are canned LeSueur carrots. If you've never tried canned LeSueur carrots, I never liked canned carrots. Those are so good. Anyway, and then we're having fish fillets on Friday, some tilapia for me, and we've got some fried fish fillets for Mom and Larry that want those, baked potato and green beans. And Saturday, we were going to have hot dogs, beans, and fries, but we're going to change that to hamburgers, beans, and fries because Mr. B saw some great hamburger buns at the store, and he said he'd rather have that. So there you go. I love this little thing. Okay, let's see. Somebody said something. Oh, Mr. B put up the 5 free, the 5-piece Mrs. Myers set you can get for free if you click on that link right there, which is pretty awesome. I think you have to spend $25 or something. Tina, hi Kat and Mr. B, living room looking better. It's a dried fruit loaf with cinnamon and brown sugar. You roll it, spread the cinnamon and sugar, and roll it and put it in a loaf pan. Yummy. Is it yeast? Or is it just, it sounds like it might be a yeast thing. Sounds good. Or more like a cinnamon roll, like just a biscuity thing. Sounds good. With dried fruit. Salmon, shrimp, and salad for Nancy. Sitting here listening and just folded up a bunch of trash can liners to put in the bottom of each trash can. Yay, Candace. Tina Cape, shopping at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Click and collect, working all night. You're working tonight, Tina? But at least you're going to get your groceries in the morning. That'd be good. Maria Seats, where did you buy your planner? Please share. The planner, the planner that I just put up there, Mr. B just put the link up for you, and it'll also be below here. My regular planner is Erin Condren, and I just love my Erin Condren planner. This is what mine looks like. And I have a link for that as well below. And I love this planner. So that's that. Okay, let's see. Thank you for reminding everybody to give a thumbs up. We have 41 thumbs up, Ashley. We have 75 people on right now. Renee said those carrots are good. Yes, they are. Love the book too, the nanny book. Are you talking about the planning book? What are you talking about? Nicole Barnes, love the Mrs. Myers mint dish soap. I'm looking forward to my Mrs. Myers fresh cut grass because I love the smell of fresh cut grass. So I've got some counter cleaners, all they had. I had saved it for May 1st to be ordered on May 1st and they ran out before I got it ordered. So I just got some fresh cut grass, and I was watching Jennifer on The Daily Connoisseur, and she loves roses. I love roses as well, one of my very favorite fragrances, and she said that the rose is fabulous, so I got the whole rose kit, so that's coming. I always think that roses smell like what Jesus's cheeks must smell like. I always say that when I smell them. That smells like Jesus' cheeks. Sourdough bread. Oh, wonderful, Tina. Sourdough bread is so popular right now. I've read so many things about it recently. I once did the wild sourdough where you catch the wild yeast in the air and you make your sourdough and feed it, and then you have to discard so much of it. So you have to come up with things to make with the discard, right? But it's awesome and really good for you. Apparently people with gluten issues can eat sourdough bread. Who knew? Patty Taylor, I didn't really have paper clutter, so I went through a 2-drawer file cabinet, 1 inch at a time, all purged. Awesome, Patty. Jessie B, do you organize projects to match with the current zone? I don't do projects in a zone. I either do a zone or I do a project. So a project is for those of you who are a little more advanced and you've been doing your zones for a while and something is really irritating you and you just can't think straight, say the craft room, for example, and you just work on that room instead of working in your zones until it's all done. It comes with a project plan and everything. I talk about it in detail on YouTube somewhere, but I definitely do it on Patreon. Let's see. And also you'll learn on the 50 points plan, which is only on Patreon, how we work everything all together. I talk about everything we do over here, but I give the details of the 50 points plan on the Patreon page. And you can be a patron for only $5 a month. That gives you 5 videos a week, plus 600 or more that have already been recorded. $5 a month is pretty good. Let's see. Starting routines today. Thank you so much for all you do. You're an inspiration. Thank you for joining us. What's your name? Ashley said, oh, that cover cat. Oh, so cute. Isn't that adorable? I know. And then there's my name down there, Cat Brewer. I love it. Jessie B, good question. Dickie said, menu planning book. Oh, yeah, I love that. It's so cute. I leave it flipped open most of the time, but I love the way it looks on the outside. So cute. Let's see. Nicole Barnes, yes, all of them smell so good. The roses, yeah. Oh, all the things they have, I know. Hi, Dickie's giving us a little heart. Jordan said, what's your best advice for someone who has been practicing the Flylady routine for stay at home, but will have to do full-time life soon? New payroll fly baby. Jordan, my suggestion is that you listen to what I say to those people on Saturdays, because I kind of address the payroll people more on Saturday. Basically, you do your zone on Saturday. You split your weekly home blessing hour up over the week, and you can do a lot of the other basic weekly plan. Like on your lunch hour, you can clean out your car and clean your purse, or you can run other errands. Can't get your groceries, but you can pick them up on the way home if you ordered them. You cannot. And on Sunday afternoon, I would do my budgeting and planning for the week. That's kind of the change that I would do there. Okay. All right. Carrie Joy, I couldn't live without my Erin Condren planner. So glad you suggested it a couple years ago. I love it. And I know Ashley loves hers too. It's such a nice book. It's got such beautiful, heavy paper. I love the way it's designed. It's just one of my all-time favorite things. And I certainly could get any other kind I wanted, but that's the kind I love. And so that's the one I get. And there's a link below if you want to get one too. They're not cheap, but you think about this. This is a tool for you for the whole year. And honestly, I don't decorate mine because I think of it as an honest to goodness tool. I know a lot of people put stickers and all that stuff. For me, I find that wastes a lot of time, and I really want to be able to look at it and see what I need to do. So it's up to you. Some people do decorate and that works for them. It's just not my thing. I'll get totally sidetracked in decorating. That's why I can't bullet journal. I get all decorating, doing my bullet journal, making all the pretty signs and all that. I can't do it. I'm doing this and this works for me. Let's see. Tina said, flour and water, discard pancakes, English breakfast muffins, naan bread. I saw that, Tina. I saw that when I was looking at something recently that you can do all that with your discards. I know. Best $5 for 20 videos a month, Allison said. She's talking about Patreon. Thank you, Allison. Marty's Erin Condren has purple flowers and she loves it. There's the link for Patreon if you want to join. Please do. I think it's a great investment in yourself. Carol Wallace, I joined last week and can't find the 600 videos to view. Girl, please. They're all there. You just have to scan down, scan down, scan down, scan down. They're all there. There's over 600. So send me a message if you want, if you're looking for something in particular, and I'll help you find it. You can personal message me on Patreon. Let's see. Dickie, I love Erin Condren too. How's your book coming? I quit. I don't have time. I can't write a book. I think about it all the time. It's in the back of my mind. I have ideas all the time. I'm just not doing it right now. I just can't. I have way too much on my plate. But I will. And money. Stickers are expensive, Nicole said. That's right. Kirty said, how long do we need to give for weekly daily plan every day? The weekly daily plan every day. You mean what do you mean by the weekly daily plan? I'm not sure I understand which thing you're asking about. Please write questions in caps, girlies. Thanks, Ash. See, Cheyenne said, when to use the planner versus the spiral notebook. Okay, I like the spiral notebook, like this, for making lists before you prioritize them. So I don't want to mess up my planner. So sometimes I might make lists on this or take notes on this or things like that, but it gets thrown away. I don't keep spiral notebooks. I throw them away. I actually keep all the notes for you girls when I mentor you. This is my Wednesday group. This is my Thursday group. And this one is my once a month group. So that's what I do. I just make lists in there. If you ever need to make a list, like if you're making a list of your zone, all the things you want to clean in your zone, you can make a list and even save the page for that, for each room, you know, a list for each room. Okay. I use my colored Frixion pens in mine. Me too, Marty. I love the Frixion pens. They're erasable. Hello. Don't we like perfect things, but we never get there. We have this striving for perfect. At least you don't have to have one of these scratch outs. You can erase it and write over it. It's great. Okay, let's see. And you can buy those on Amazon. I don't have a link, but you can go on Amazon and buy those. Me too. Love my pens and Patreon, and I sound like a cat groupie. No rhyme or reason, just pretty colors in my book for schedule and appointments. Curdy said, daily, weekly plan, jumbled up in the words. What we do in the lunch hour. Sorry about that. What we do in the lunch hour. So when you're talking about when you work outside of the home, what do you do in the work hour and the basic weekly plan? Okay, so let me go back to your other question, see if I understand your question then. How long do we need to give for the weekly, okay, the basic weekly plan? It depends. A basic weekly plan of doing your budget and planning your menu, that could be a couple hours on Sunday afternoon. But running errands could be just dropping by the grocery store and having them put the groceries in the back and going home. Or you need to run to the store in your lunch hour and buy a new bra. It depends. But you only have a lunch hour, so you don't want to take too long. Cleaning out your purse and your car, a couple of minutes. You know, so everything's a little different, but you're going to have to pace yourself and learn how to do it faster. Kat got me on Frixion the best, and Dickie likes them too. Candace loves Frixion. Allison, cat groupies merch idea. That's a good idea. Thank you so much, Kat. You guys are welcome. It's been 40 minutes. We've gone way long, way long, and I need to make dinner. I hope you had a great time tonight asking questions. I hope I was able to answer the questions. I did the best I could. And I love you guys, and I'm really, really excited to have you in my life, and really happy to be doing the extra mentoring. Please don't sign up for any more mentoring this month because there's no month left, because I'm going to be doing personal mentoring for the last 2 days of the month. But on May 1st, put it on your calendar and sign up or upgrade to $25, and I'll be happy to schedule you for one of the days that we're going to do in May. It's every day except Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You can have any day, one day for 25 minutes. All right, that's it for now. I love you guys so much. I see your little hearts, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Actually, no, it'll be tomorrow at noon because I'm mentoring tomorrow. Love you. Mwah. Bye. I always get lipstick on my fingers.